Greetings, fellow survivors. This is Small Archangel, and welcome to another episode of Rising World Survival. And we are still on our nomadic wanderings. We've spent the night here in our little camp area. You'll see I've already removed my tent, which means that our spawn point should be pointing in the opposite direction. Yes, it is over there, which is where our castle must be. And we are going to continue to head westwards, i.e. over there. But first, I'm going to grab this meat off here. You can see I've spent most of the night, I did sleep, but I've spent most of the night with making us a full stack of beefsteak. So that means that excuse my cold, we've got some food which will heal us if we need it. Now, I am a little circumspect, as you know, about the likelihood of us actually finding any dungeons, because I'm not sure how well they spawn into a world that is already created, if you see what I mean. Content, generating into a world that we've already crafted before. It doesn't always work ever so well, basically. So we have a cave here, but so far all the caves we've come across have been kind of unhelpful, really. There's a potato in mid-air, so we know we've got little bugs to deal with around here. Let's just see if we can dig our way into here, because I'd like to check it out. Let's just see if there's a way that we're going to be able to get in here, because so far all the caves I've seen really have been dead-end shafts that just go down completely and utterly vertically. Which we then can't get, obviously couldn't get into, wouldn't want to get into, because there's no point, because there's absolutely nothing there. Okay, we could perhaps get in and out of here now. I don't know for sure that we should be able to. Torch. So, as yet, we have yet to come across a cave that actually goes anywhere, and this is another case in point. It goes precisely nowhere, and this has mostly been my experience. Since the Dungeons update, no caves actually go anywhere, which means that, we don't really have much chance of finding a dungeon, because that's what dungeons are. They're basically at the end of caves. So we're going to carry on in this direction anyway, because if we can find the ocean, for example, we might stand half a chance of finding an underwater ruin, but I do see another cabin over there, and if nothing else, we are going to do some looting of cabins to gather whatever we can from them, chiefly gramophone records. Let's see, how much stuff have I got in here? Various stuff. I've got 2 gramophone records at the moment. There's a cave, you see. I'll bet this just goes straight down. I think so, yeah. That's it, just goes absolutely straight down, completely useless. Alright, let's see if there's anything in here. Oh, we might have a honky-tonk piano here, folks. We might have a honky-tonk piano or a broken bookcase. It's a honky-tonk piano. Is there a chest? No. No, there isn't. There's a trash table. I'd almost quite like to take things like trash tables and things, because yeah, let's in fact. Because that way, if I decide to make a haunted house or something, which I don't know, I'd quite like to, we can make those chairs ourselves. But let's take the piano. No, that should have gone bong, really, shouldn't it? That should have made a really loud bonging noise when we picked it up. To be realistic and to be fun. Okay, so let's just check our direction again. That way over there. Here we go. So the theory is if we keep going in the same direction for long enough, we should find the sea. But I don't know if that theory is even vaguely close to being, hello Flossie, correct. It may or may not. Certainly we'll see a little bit of the world, which is what I wanted to do. And we will keep checking caves in hopes that one of them gives us what we're looking for, but I'm not too hopeful, because I say the only dungeons I've found since the update came out have been the ones that I showed in the Dungeons Update video number 2 that I did. There's a cow in this one, but nothing else. And that basically I did in cheat mode. And those dungeons were very far below ground. They were attached to caves, but which caves and how you know which caves to go for and how far underground you'd have to go and in which direction, and I honestly don't know. It would be really quite difficult to find, and that was my impression at the time, and that's still how I feel now. Oh, now is that a desert over there? Oh, in fact, there's desert over in front of us as well, and palm trees. Oh, could we possibly have found the ocean? That would be epic if we had. Oh, it's looking a bit like that might be the case. Oh, exciting. Right, let's go. Let's go. That would be great. We'd at least have found something good. Something that we were looking for. And that would be the first time we've found the sea in this game as well. Or it could just be dunes. No, that's water. That's definitely water, isn't it? That is water. Now, that is what the sea looks like. That is definitely what the sea looks like. It's got this sand. Oh, look at this. This is the first time I actually found it. So, here we go. This must be the ocean, she says, hopefully. Because, again, the only time I've ever really found the ocean in this game has been in a creative save where I basically just went into fly mode in order to try and find it. And, yeah, this is what it looked like. So, oh, that's not the button I meant to press. This is the one I meant to press. Okay, so east is kind of west is over that away. Not that it makes much odds now, because what we wanted to really find was what we've just found here. Of course, what we really want to find is an underwater dungeon. Now, what the heck they look like and how likely we are to find one, I don't know. I would quite like it if I didn't have an axe in my face. So I will just do that. There we go. Now, I dare say that we can't light up the underwater with a torch. That's not going to work, is it? That's really not going to work. So, I'm going to just do a bit of doggy paddle here, just to make sure that this is, in point of fact, the ocean and not just a large lake of a tropical nature, like an oasis. Though it's not in a desert, so it shouldn't be. I can still see land over there. And land over there. What's our direction? Oh, blast. Honestly, is that realistic that I can't pull out a compass without sinking? Possibly? Probably not, though. Okay. Alright, I think this is probably the sea. I do. Alright, let's have a bit of a shufty. Now, we can't see a lot down here. Obviously, it's quite dark and deep. And how in the name of anything you're supposed to be able to find... without drowning... I don't know. This is a large body of water, even if it's not ocean. See, I can't see any land over that way, but I can see land pretty much everywhere else, so we'll just swim out in this direction a little bit. Okay, let's just take a bit of a dive, see if we can find the bottom of the sea and hopefully not die. I'm watching my oxygen meter quite carefully here. We're not going to be able to stay down long. In fact, I better go back up again now, hadn't I? Otherwise we'll start taking damage. Yep. Scuba gear, please, devs. That's not exactly easy. Okay, right. I have no clue how we're supposed to find underwater ruins here. Without cheating. Without cheating would be good. What do they look like, honestly? I get a bit of a flash, don't I? If I do that, I get a bit of a flash of what the landscape looks like, but that doesn't tell me, because underwater ruins, I'm assuming, are going to be underground as well as underwater. Kind of difficult to tell, to be honest. So, we'll just kind of keep going in this direction. Hang on. I did get a flash of something then, didn't I? Now, that is a total exploit. And how am I supposed to explore anything anyway without dying? But I did see something just then. I thought. Maybe I didn't, in point of fact. Right, let's just sink to the bottom and see. I did. Didn't I? Is that something over there? That is something, isn't it? It is something. Yeah, oh my word. That is definitely something, but we're going to die. Before we can actually get in there, we're going to actually die. So I found something. But I'm going to drown before I can flipping get into it. So, how are we supposed to deal with that then? I am now taking damage. Oh my word. Okay, I've got some... No, don't sink. Take some bacon. Take some bacon, and quite honestly, can we not just... You cannot drink... You're quite right, I cannot drink salt water. Great, visibility is just getting even worse then. So we have found something, and it's right below me. There we go. That's better, I think. Did I? No, I didn't drink that. Come on. You can... I'm not trying to. Yes, thank you. That was what I've tried. Okay, case of where you point. No, I don't want to torture my hand. I don't want to torture my hand. I'll just put it out. Right, how the heck do we do this then? So can I speed up how I get down there? Because that is definitely what we're looking at for, guys. But how the name of heck we get down there without actually... Oh my word, it's so dark. It's so dark. It's so dark. Oh, it's a chest. Oh, it's got things in it, but I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I am now stuck. Oh, good lord. Yep, we're taking damage badly now. Okay, I have no idea what that was. It looks more like one of those abandoned cabins, but underwater. Is there an air pocket down there? Is that what we're supposed to do? I have no clue. And of course, there's nothing I can do to regain my health either, other than eat. And I don't actually need to eat at this point. So that is quite bizarre. What did we just pick up anyway? What is that? What is that? I have no clue what that is, and it doesn't even tell me, and now I'm sinking again. Okay, so, I don't know. I do not know what we're supposed to do here, or how we're supposed to explore that. Well, I guess the only thing we can really do is try to heal up, whether we need the food or not. There we go. Our beefsteak came in pretty handy. And then head on down again and see if there's anything else we can get from this. I don't think it's a full-on dungeon. God knows how you're supposed to survive a dungeon, because how could you? Because you couldn't actually... Now, is that something? I have no idea. I can't honestly see a thing here. Oh my word. I have no idea. We're going to die again. I can't really see anything down there. Obviously, I should have brought a flare with me. Did I bring a flare with me? I can't remember if I brought any flares, actually. But we're drowning again, so we better get to the surface. I don't think I brought any flares. Did I bring any flares? I don't know. I can't even look without drowning again, but... No, I don't think we've got any flares. So that was a slight fail. So that is why we need flares, to be able to look around in underwater ruins. And I don't have the wherewithal to be able to make... Look at that. Now the visibility is so bad I can't even see where the shore is. But I have got a compass with me. So I'm not sure. Without a flare, I can't really see what there is down there. So maybe the best thing to do is to head back to shore, whichever direction that actually was in. Was it that way? There was some shore in that direction, certainly, so, I mean, I don't really want to leave this, because if I leave it, I'm not actually going to be able to find it again, probably. But I don't think it's the entrance to some dungeons, because if it was, we would have found it by now. Oh, blast it. I'm pretty sure that's just a little ruin. So, let's just head. And I'll probably kick myself for this later, because it'll probably turn out that that is the entrance to some dungeon ruins, and we just couldn't find the way in. But if the whole thing's flooded anyway, surely you just die, because we'll just drown. I can just barely get down there and back up again without drowning, never mind look around, so... And scuba gear was definitely not included in the patch. So, flares. Flare fail. Need flares because they will actually work underwater and light the place up. And I did actually make some, but then for some reason didn't actually pack them when we came away. Are we sure I didn't pack them? I mustn't have. I don't see any. And we're sinking again, so... Let's just keep going, shall we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't pack any. So, my bad. But I didn't think I was going to be finding anything underwater really. Okay, so while we're here, we'll just have a bit of a look down there and see if there's. I don't think there's anything much down there, is there? We'll keep going. And what we can do possibly is, given this is the first time we've seen the sea, we can, when we find the shore again, we can set up a little camp on the edge of the sea, and then maybe we can. This way a little bit. Maybe we can then, yeah, maybe we can do a little bit of spelunking. Maybe we can see if we can find the appropriate stuff to make flares with, and then we'll be equipped when we do find the ruin. And I'm above the sea. Oh, okay, that bugged out a little bit. Right, well in that case, let's head in a different direction, just in case we're kind of going off the edge of the map. Lack of visibility does not make... This is definitely the sea, because if it wasn't the sea, we wouldn't be having so much difficulty finding the land again. Should have taken note of where land was, but it must be in the direction of our base, so let's head that way. Okay, this is getting kind of embarrassing. How far out did we come anyway, or has the game just kind of bugged out and taken all the land away? I have no clue. But yeah, if we're heading back towards the castle, we have to be going back towards land, because the last time I checked, the castle was definitely not in the middle of the sea. So yeah, this is kind of fun. Alright, I've kind of had my fill of being drowned today, I think. So unless we find anything else, but as I say, really, we need some way of being able to light anything up that we find underwater, otherwise we have no chance. Oh, here we go, land, finally, land ahoy. Good grief. Kind of crazy. Okay, I'm sort of curious. I do really want to have a bit of a look under here as well, but a scuba mask would be helpful. A scuba mask and, you know, some yeah, scuba gear, an aqua lung, even a snorkel would help to be able to see. But okay, so for the moment though, we'll just head back to land, and we'll set ourselves up a little camp, because this is, yeah, it's all clouded over, it's foggy as heck, it's the worst possible conditions to be trying to find anything. And then what I probably need to do is try and find, now we need sulphur to be able to make flares, and that's not easy because sulphur, I haven't come across very much of it, and I think I must have mined up what I did out of my mind by accident, so it's actually probably not going to be something I can find without some dedicated digging, so I'm really not sure how feasible that is. And as I say, I had made flares in order to bring them out with me, and then can't believe that I just totally forgot to bring them. Total utter noob fail. So there you go, but there's only so much time I can spend kicking my own arse over that one. For the moment, whew, here we go. And interesting that we can't drink the salt water. Not that surprising that we can't drink the salt water. It is, after all, salt water, but that does prove that this is the ocean, and it proves that, yeah, previously I haven't found the ocean. Okay, so we're going to set up a tent here. There's a flattish bit. That looks like it wants a tent on it. Here we go. Home sweet tent. And if we've got the stuff, we'll also set up a little fireplace. We need some log. Oh, that's not a problem. There's plenty of things around here. Plenty of trees. There's some coconut trees. Let's have a coconut tree. And we'll make ourselves a fireplace, and we'll make ourselves a timber. We'll make ourselves a little spit. Well, maybe not a spit. I don't have a rack of ribs. We'll make ourselves those 3 spikes, or whatever they're called. Oh, look at that. We can plant our own sapling. How cute. I might just do that, but I'll just shove it there. There we go. How cute is that? Alright, so let's put our fire here. Crafting fireplace, go. Skewer, that's what it's called. Okay, oops. And this is going to be a fire pit we're actually going to be able to see. It's not going to be entirely surrounded by grass, which is fantastic. Okay. And I'm going to put that there. And because we've already got through a fair bit of beef, actually, what is that? So everything else, pretty much, yeah, you get something telling you what it is. Well, sulfur. That's just about perfect, isn't it? Now, sulfur didn't used to look like that, folks, which is why I was a bit stupid and didn't realise that was what it was. How ironic. Okay, so what do we actually need to make ourselves a flat? If I'd have known this when I was in the middle of the ocean. But can we make one, huh? We probably can't make one. Lights. No, we're going to need a workbench for that, aren't we? Probably, and we're going to need lumber, so I'm going to need... Well, you know what? We're going to do this because I think this is worthwhile. Let's see. Do we have some torch mounts? I want to... Can we make a torch of the standing variety? Because actually... Yeah, we can once we've made a workbench, so let's do that. Let's make ourselves a workbench. I think it's actually going to be worth our while standing here for a little while. Staying here for a little while. Not standing, necessarily. Okay, let's take some birch trees or something. And it's going to get dark before too much longer, I think. But we'll take a couple of trees down. We'll make enough lumber to make ourselves a workbench. We can take the workbench with us anyway. Which is, you know, probably a useful thing to take with. Yay. There we go. And we'll make ourselves at least one flare, and that should be kind of enough, shouldn't it, really? Let's see, how many trees are we going to need to take, realistically? Let's just take another one. And it's dark. Okay, let's get back. Isn't that cute? Our little camp. Glowing fetchingly. Alright then, here we go. Let's see. Weird collection of crap I have here. Alright, let's see. Crafting stations, workbench. Oh yeah, lumber. Yeah, we might need that. No, resources. Lumber. 16 we need. Voila. Now, let's not waste any space in here if we possibly can. No, we need crafting stations. Workbench, go. Alright. Workbench is here. Oops, not quite what I meant. Okay, let's place our workbench here, behind our campfire. Nice. Alright, and let's see. Lights, can we make a flare? Awesome. Look at that. Get in. And also, we would quite like to make some garden torches. Okay, there we are. Right, we are now armed with a flare. Now, how long do they last is something I would like quite to know. They don't last forever. I do know that for sure. They're still not done. We're not wasting those yet. So, yeah. I know they don't last forever. But, alright, let's stick a torch here. This means that even without our respawn point being marked here before we sleep in the thing, we're going to be able to see this from miles around because it's got lights all the way around it. So there we go. We could perhaps do with one more to put over here. Do you know what? It's glowing like a Christmas tree. We're good. We're fine. Okay, guys. So it's been a mixed day. We've had some fun. We've nearly drowned ourselves. And we might have a little bit more trouble finding water that's drinkable around here as well. But we've got a little camp here, and what I propose to do... Oh, it's done. What I propose to do is to stay here for a little while, just to see if we can... Is it raining? Oh, super. Just to see if we can actually do a bit more underwater exploration. Hopefully we'll be able to find some more sulfur, one way or another, to be able to fuel our underwater exploration by by lighting our way Until then, I think maybe I'll sleep the night away because it's throwing it down. No, we don't get any negative debuffs. I'm going to make sure I spend the night cooking up this new stack of raw beef to make sure that we've got plenty of ways. You know, that is the only way we can really heal ourselves from drowning damage at the moment. So we're going to be a bit fat by the time we get away from here, I think. But what the heck? Not a problem. The player models look pretty dreadful and we don't ever see it in single player anyway. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button and also feel free to leave any comments and hints and tips if you know the secret to how to explore underwater dungeons without drowning. Do let me know. And also, yeah, what the heck do they look like? Was that the entrance to one, or was that just a shack except underwater? I have no idea. But I do hope you'll join me for next time, when maybe, or maybe not. We will find out. But we can keep hoping. So until next time, keep gaming, stay happy, and bye-bye for now.